Hey guys, we're back for the live stream. Um, yeah, so I'm back in my, I guess my desktop recording live stream setup. If there's any audio issues, just let me know. I think I have things right. Yeah, the mic's in a bit of an awkward place because it's actually to my left instead of on my right because I'm right-handed, which is, I know it's unusual for an artist, but I can't have the mic on my right or else I'll interfere with all my arm flailing around and all that shit. Okay, so yeah, I kind of got started late today. I'm just being a lazy bitch because it's a holiday and I didn't have to work today. Um, so my intention was to work on this thing all day, but now it's 4:30 in the afternoon, and technically I would have been home from work already. So that was a big waste. But I guess I got a lot of rest today, so that's good. All right, so where are we? Yeah, so I've already been working on shading the Wing Gundam HYC for about 4 hours. I'm currently working on shading the armor, and so right now we're missing shading on the upper body armor, which is the shoulder and the forearms, and then after that I need to shade the wings. And at that point I'm gonna do one more level of shading, just to add some extra depth. And I'll probably do some highlights, maybe just on the blues and golds, and then probably have to do shadows like a little bit, and then I guess we're pretty far from being done. I have to do lighting effects, and I think at that point we'll be done. So let's go ahead and get started. Yeah, so we're just here to chill and hang out. This stream could go on for a while, maybe probably at least 4 hours, maybe 6 or 8, depending how annoyed I am. So yeah, let's go ahead and get going. So all right, what are we gonna do? Let me turn off the wing binders real fast. Yeah, because all the white on them is gonna interfere with my ability to see what I'm doing. Okay, where is the upper armor? Okay, let's go and turn this off for now. Okay, let's start on the left shoulder. Hey, Salty. Salty says to think if he never broke his damn hands, he'd be able to draw like this. Well, I don't know, like, me being able to draw like this, it's honestly, I'm not even very good or detailed with my hands. It's just a matter of patience and just the amount of time I put into it. I mean, I've been working on this thing for 7 months or something. Like, anybody can draw like crazy complicated shit if they took a lot of time, so it's just a matter of priorities. So if you just wanted to do other stuff less and draw more, I'm pretty sure you could still make stuff that you're happy with. Okay, shoulder left. Okay, so we're gonna add a new group right here, shade 1, and let's start with our blues. Yeah, and I'm still using vector coloring technique for this. So essentially our shading layers, they're just going to be layers on top of our flats, and we're just picking shapes that are basically the same as our shadows essentially, and just filling it in with a different color. So my shading color is just like a deeper blue, darker. I think I might have changed the hue, I don't quite remember. Okay, so the way we have our lighting is it's going to come in from the top left, so things on the right side and towards the bottom, they're going to be shaded in. Oh, I forgot to add a new layer because I'm an idiot. Okay, blue shade 1. Okay, here we go. Alright, so we're going to trace out the shape for the shadow. And hit our short key to fill. There we go. Who the heck is... Yeah, maybe we'll shade this first. Hold on. Yeah, and this is a very slow, rather perhaps uninteresting process to watch. So if you guys have any questions or you want to chat about anything, just let me know. I'm right here. Let's see, how are we going to do this? Yeah, and unfortunately the pen tool, the line it traces out, is also blue, so it's going to be nearly fucking invisible when we're trying to do this shit, so hopefully that doesn't annoy you guys too much. Okay, I think I want to bring the shadow out a little further like this. There we go. Maybe a bit more of a curve to it. Okay. Okay, Salty says, if you were in Gundam Build Fighters universe, what would you pilot? Well, I would obviously pilot a Wing Gundam. I might even just pilot this thing. I mean, why the fuck not? Yeah, Gundam Build Fighters, it's pretty much not limited by anything. Like, performance is pretty much just dictated by plot. So I would just use whatever, you know, fits my style and looks fucking cool. You know, which I guess this thing pretty much fits that bill. Okay, yeah, I'm a little finicky with curves, but we'll just leave it like that. Okay, so what we're gonna do here is I'm gonna have this gold piece cast a bit of a shadow down here. Maybe that's too much of a shadow. Oh, that looks a little odd. Yeah, where's my brush? Oh, 70. $20. Okay, alright, I guess that's all the blue on here. Let's add a green. Okay, and on the green shadow, I added a bit more of a blue tint to it, you know, just to make the greens and the blues blend together a little well, because this green is supposed to act as the counter color for my blue, so I want them to mesh together a little more. That looks pretty cool. Alright, so now that we have that establishing the shadow, let's go back to our blues and shade this flak on the arm. Okay, and okay, I feel that this line shouldn't be flush, because, you know, like I tried to avoid flush lines on this entire thing, because when you add them flush, it makes it look like it's at the same depth, because, well, I guess that's kind of what flush means. So I'm kind of want things to be a little bit offset, so that it looks like it has more depth, like things are a little more uneven, you know. Okay, alright, so unfortunately there just aren't a lot of blues on the shoulder, so Okay, Salty says he'll use a Zaku 1 Q type, or a custom Axoku or a gym command. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I don't recall seeing a lot of Zaku 1s in build fighters at all. Yeah, they were pretty rare. Okay, where are we gonna go next? Probably makes sense to do a white shade next. Oh, that is not the right word. Yeah, I kind of mixed together white and shade, and so my brain typed out shite, which is not intentional. I swear to God. Okay, here's a white shadow. Gosh, and I really enjoyed the first season of Build Fighters. They really set out to do something different, and you know they weren't ashamed about advertising Gunpla and making it fun and all that type of stuff. But that I actually appreciated about it, and it was really trying to just show passion, which is something that's kind of hard to get across in a TV show. But I think they did it effectively. Like they really put a lot of emotion into like the fights and the story, which is something I don't feel like they ever really managed to accomplish again after that, which is sort of unfortunate. Fuck, this is gonna be sort of difficult to shade from here. Yeah, because all of this armor, it's kind of sitting at an angle where it kind of doesn't need to be shaded. Yeah, maybe I can't really shade anything over there. I can shade this piece though. Okay, yeah, not too much white on the shoulder. Okay, where's a gray piece? Okay. Yeah, like there's a 3D printer for Gunpla parts. That would be freaking amazing because the technique right now is a person would have to make their own molds and then just do like resin casting and shit like that, which I guess if you really wanted to, you can do it, but a 3D printer for people would be pretty amazing. I mean, you could even, you know, buy a 3D printer and then just do that as a service. People can just like send you like files and you'll print like Gunpla parts for them. I think you could make a shitload of money like that if Bandai doesn't sue you fast enough. Yeah, and there are. I mean, a little while back, I was at a convention for Supernatural, the TV show, and there were folks who used 3D printers to print out like props and like prop replicas of stuff from the TV show. So, and I'm not sure if they were specifically licensed or not, but people have done stuff like that. So that could be an option for you. Okay, and I need to shade this a bit because this armor piece will need to cast a shadow right here, so okay, that makes sense. Okay, so back to gray shade. Oh, that is not the right tool. Yeah, I should really use keyboard shortcuts more often. Okay, so now we want to shade this piece right here. Hey guys, welcome to the stream. Devastator says, what Gunpla kit should I get if I am a beginner? Uh, oh fuck. I don't know because technically I don't build a lot of gunpla. I have more than the casual fan, but I'm a bit of a not a good person to ask because um, I don't get a lot of kits. I just get the kits that I like. You know, I like their appearance, or I like, you know, I like them from the show. And also, I'm a person who I make more money than the average person, so I'm not as restrained by budget as others. So, from talking with others, other people tend to be more restrained with budget, so that kind of affects their decision making. I tend to only get master grades and sometimes, you know, high resolution kits and perfect grades. Those things are at least 50 to $200 each. That's a bit pricey, so I recommend, you know, picking based on price, you know, because I'm kind of an asshole. Uh, yeah, just it is a hobby. Always make sure you live within or below your means. Um, so you know you don't want your passions to kind of disable like the rest of the things that you need to do for your life. You know, so just be mindful of your budget. What else? Yeah, I recommend just checking out some gunpla YouTubers. They're generally giving pretty solid advice. Um, uh, Let me think. There's Zaku Aurelius. He covers a lot of kits, and I generally find his advice to be fairly solid. His videos are a little dry, which, you know, I have no place to speak because I'm also very dry in my speech mannerisms. But yeah, his advice is pretty solid. You can also watch Mecha Gaikotsu. He is more entertaining to watch, so you can check him out. He generally has very good opinions. Um, hmm. Yeah, and just before you buy a kit, see if there are video reviews out for it, just to see if they have a positive opinion. Because you don't want to spend a lot of money on something that's just a piece of crap, and you know it just falls apart when you build it, or it has lots of problems and stuff. Because despite Bandai having a lot of experience with this stuff, they do make mistakes from time to time. There is a weird bit of like white just popping out right there. Oh, okay. Let me get my eraser to try to clean that up a bit. There we go. Man, that was really annoying me. Okay. What else? Ah. I'm technically not going to do another joint shading layer. So... yeah, so I would recommend just looking into the kits for, you know, the things that you like from the show or something like that, just designs that you enjoy. And just, you know, looking at the reviews, hey, is this a good kit? That's generally good practice. Something about that really fucking bothers me. Why does that look so fucking weird? That looks so crazy weird. Let's try this. Where's my brush? Yes, you should. I'm still fucking working on this, and I'm gonna keep working on it until either it's done or I die. Hopefully I finish it first. Okay, Sushiura suggests Jabman. Yeah, I've known of Jabman for a long time. We're both like OG dudes from Mecha Talk. And yeah, he is really fucking weird, but he really cares about what he's doing. So yeah, he has a pretty solid content on his channel. I haven't watched too much of his stuff, but yeah, he's out there. Maybe I should thin this out a little more. Yeah, you can't really put links in chat, unfortunately. So, yeah, there's a lot of good websites you can look at. Delong.net. They actually like have all the manuals like on there, so that's pretty useful. Okay, so all right, I think from here we can add shading for the gold. I know it just looks yellow right now, but things don't look gold until you start doing a metallic style shading on it. Okay. Oh yeah, I forgot to do something. Yeah, these need to be shaded in. I don't know why I didn't just use my brush right here. Okay, okay, I need to add a little bit more right here. Does that look okay? Yeah, that should do. And just keep in mind what I'm gonna do later is I need like this armor piece obviously needs to cast a shadow on the upper arm right here, but we're gonna go back and do that later. Just remind me so I don't forget. Okay, so that's gonna be our shading for the shoulder, the left shoulder. Alright, so yeah, looking pretty alright. Okay, let's go on to the forearm. Okay, arm, left armor. Okay, let's turn off the fins. Oh, what? Did I miss a spot right there? Okay, let me fix that real fast. Okay, Let's add our new group. God, yeah, the file size on this Photoshop file has been exploding because of all the fucking layers I have on it. I think last I checked it was like 50 megs. So yeah, that's a good file size. Okay, here we go. Oh, hey Proof, I didn't see you join. Salty says he needs to record some new matches because he doesn't have any good videos. Yeah, I've been in that spot, and I don't know. I try not to force it. You know, I just play with whatever I think is gonna be fun or whatever helps benefit my team, and I just kind of have my capture software going all the time. And if I get a good match, then I'll just save it. I think my blues are bleeding out a bit right there. Okay, yeah. Yeah, this little piece of armor right here, I wasn't really planning this. I just kind of drew it because I felt the geometry was a little too basic. So I just started adding bullshit. Okay. Yeah, I have a bunch of very interesting matches I need to post. I just recently got some pretty good matches in my fucking brilliantly gold Kemper. It was like a bunch of ace rounds from the other day, and there were some rounds where I was ace, but if you guys have noticed from my videos that whenever I'm ace, usually that's when the matches go south because like my teams just kind of stop supporting me and things just start going really bad. Yeah, I don't know what's up with that. Yeah, and I got in some good matches with Salty and our friends actually last night. Weirdly enough, most of the good matches were from when like I wasn't on mic with them. They just invited me out of the blue. I was just trying to do my dailies before I either went to bed or started working on this thing. And the matches went really well at first, and then we started fighting randoms. Those were okay. But as the night went on, there's because of the time zone difference, it was like really late at night for us. So that was when all the Japanese players got on, and they started whooping the shit out of us, because they're Japanese. And yeah, those guys are ridiculously good. Like I would peek my head out around cover, and I would immediately get hit by beam fire from 3 or 4 different mobile suits. They had incredibly good aim and just a really good timing and teamwork. Very, very tough opponents. Yeah, a lot of respect for those guys. Yeah, but incredibly hard to deal with. Jesus. I think this should connect properly. Yeah, that looks alright. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to shade in the green part first before I can connect the blue part. Proof says you don't use the PS4 save option. I don't really do that unless I forget to connect. Unless I forget to connect my capture software. I use the same equipment that Rob does. He uses the Elgato HD, and I have the Elgato HD 60. So yeah, I like that a little better. It gives you like a lot better quality, and you have a little more control over what you're doing. Also, I just don't really trust the PS4 share option to work properly. I don't know why. I just don't trust it. Yeah, so the curve's a bit odd, but once you add the fin in, you can't even really tell. So, whatever. Okay, back to blue. Ugh, I have crazy hiccups. I've been on a vegetarian diet lately, but I've broken it for the holiday weekend, so I need to go back to that as soon as possible. Ugh. Okay. Alright, that looks fine to me. Alright, so let's add in some... What is that? Joint shade? Okay, we're just going to fill in these grays. Yeah, and sometimes this is a mistake I do a lot, is on the PS4 share controls. I know you can customize this stuff, but like if you press the share button and then you save the screenshot, and I think it like actually deletes the footage or something. You can't go back and grab the footage as well. It's just one or the other, which is very annoying to me. But with my my capture equipment, I can do both, no matter what. There's no constraints on it. So, okay. One. Okay. Yeah, I know the shading on here is pretty fucking crazy, but I was just doing some artistic bullshit right there. I know it doesn't look very good or crisp, but whatever. Okay, this guy. Let's grab the darker one. There we go. Okay, that's shaded if you ask me. Let's turn these fins back on. And I guess it's just one color right here, so I don't have to make a whole fucking folder. Although, maybe I should, because eventually I'm going to add more of them. Oh. Yeah. I'll just call it shade. But it will be like one layer each. Okay, proof says press share then return, then it deletes the file. Sushio is asking, is this an original wing design? I guess technically. Jesus, let me try to explain that. Right group. So it's quote unquote original for my fan fiction Gundam Wing the Sword, and the way it's designed is it's supposed to be like just a mesh of all the Wing and Wing Zero designs, and I guess a little bit of originality. So it doesn't. The only thing that's an exact replica from other Wing Gundam mobile suits is the V-fin is the same. Oh shit! Yeah, my mouse battery. Let's see. The shoulders are very similar to Wing Zero. The forearms are fairly similar. Of course, these claws are different. Yeah, the legs are, well, except for these booster parts. The legs are very similar to the high resolution Wing Zero. And then the wings are very similar to the high resolution Wing Zero. Outside of that, it's conceptually it's original, but it's kind of hard to say because it's more of an homage. It is a huge gray area. But yeah, these wings, they do fold open, kind of like on the TV Okawara Wing Zero. It's a bit bizarre. I was gonna draw an alternate mode where it actually has the wings expanded, but I had already been working on the line art for like 6 months, and I needed to move on with my life. So yeah, now we're shading. Okay, back to shading. Yeah, I'm gonna try to spend less time explaining because like I am. Am I recording this? Yeah, it's recording. It's recording so I can do like the fast forward motion stuff. Okay, let me check something. Oh no. That's not what I meant. This guy. Okay, I'm very thirsty. Let me get a sip of water. Pardon me. Yeah, it's basically a DeviantArt OC. Yeah, and that's why you should be in such a hurry to drink water. Yeah. OC, don't steal. Okay, here we go. Yeah, I'm sort of in a rush to get this done before Iceborne. You know, because, you know, Iceborne's going to take a shitload of my life. Hopefully there's not too much RNG bullshit, because I just don't have the time for that anymore. Okay. Yeah, I'm in that phase of my life where I could just drop video games entirely if I had to. Ugh, okay. Yeah, doing the gold effects on these fins is gonna be really annoying. How did that end up looking so fucking bizarre? What is going on? Like, I just can't draw straight lines or something? The fuck? Jesus, that was weird. What was I saying? I don't remember anymore. Anyway, that's done. Okay, so we got our shading on the left arm. Let's save our shit. Okay, let's go on to the right arm. Okay, Okay, shoulder right. Okay, and I guess I technically don't have to shade that blue piece. Okay, let's start with white. Yeah, so when I was eating lunch earlier today, I started watching the second season of like 13 Reasons Why. I had watched the first season a while back. That was very traumatizing. And I started the second season because there was a third season that came out very recently. I didn't even know they were working on a third season. But yeah, that was fairly traumatizing, the first season. And I guess I was checking it out because I guess suicide prevention has been a large concern like in my life, and I don't know if that show even really helped. Well, and I will say that for an old man like me, that show is very frustrating to watch, very frustrating, because the kids are all so stupid and mean to each other. It's like, man, if you guys would just stop being assholes to each other for like 5 seconds. Like, you don't have to be worried about everybody, like, trying to destroy your life or taking revenge or all this stupid bullshit. Just give it a rest for like 5 seconds. It's like, man. Yeah, and I don't know, like the show talks about some important stuff, and weirdly, some stuff nobody else talks about. Like, they actually show some of the problems that men have, which is very weird for, something that's in public. Normally, if you want to talk about men's problems, you have to do it in a secret meeting or some shit. But yeah, like, it's weirdly compassionate towards everybody, which is good. Um, my problem with it, though, is I don't feel it ever takes a step to, I wouldn't call her the main character, but, Hannah, the lady who fucking cut herself. The show never really takes an opportunity to say, hey, here's some responsibility that she could have bore, or something that she could have done different. It never did that, which is something that kind of bothered me, because the person who has the most effect on your life is you. And the fact that it never took the time to talk about that was a real shame to me. But I don't know, I guess if she actually tried something different, she wouldn't have ended up where she was. So yeah, that probably would have broke the writing for that show. Oops. Okay. Alright, how do we want to do the shading for this thing? Like this. Yeah, the shading on this is fucking weird. Shade 1. Oh, mine shouldn't be doing that. And I have been meaning to start some new anime shows or something, but I just don't feel like I have the energy for it. Like right now, I don't even know what would be good or worth my time, because I try not to. I don't know if you can tell, I'm kind of a person with limited time, so I try not to watch something unless it's gonna change my life. So I'm not really sure what would be worth the energy. I suppose there are a lot of things that Giguk has suggested. Does Giguk have a proper channel title? I don't even remember. Hold on. Yeah, just shade this whole fucking thing. No, I think I technically didn't do that right. Hold on. Yeah, let's do it like that instead. Okay, okay, let's keep going. Okay, here's the shadow. Sushioda says to sell my soul and binge One Piece. I could. I mean, I know you're gonna be really upset at me, but I tried watching One Piece when it was on TV, the one dubbed by 4Kids, and the dub was so bad that I think it just permanently scarred me. Everybody yelled every single one of their lines. It was very goofy and weird. Like, I don't know why I was like that. But yeah, that's permanently scarred me from One Piece. And there's just something odd about the art and the character design for One Piece that I just really dislike. I just think it's horrendous. I can't really watch it. I'm sure the story and the action's good, but I just can't really get into the art style. And, you know, I'm an artist, so art style is extremely important to me. I mean, my favorite show is actually a show I started to watch just because I thought the character design was interesting, or kind of just I'll just admit I was really bored at the time, and I just wanted to watch some bouncy girls like just roll around on screen or whatever. Like, but it turned out to be my favorite show ever because it was absolutely incredible. And that show is Horizon in the Middle of Nowhere. It just really caught me off guard how much they cared about what they were doing, and the show is just absolutely excellent in ways I didn't anticipate. But yeah, it's a show that not a lot of people talk about. I use the music a lot in my videos, if you guys don't know. Yeah, so it has excellent music, beautiful art, absolutely excellent story and action, just the best of everything I could ask for. So yeah, really cool show. It moves at 1,000 miles an hour. So this is gonna sound really mean, but don't watch it if you're stupid. It was almost too fast for me. I had to watch it a few times before it made sense. But it does not give a fuck about you. It's just doing what it's doing. So just watch out for that shit. Okay, gold slashing. Salty says, I'm not art, but I'm important to you. Well, there's a hierarchy. Salty says, just doing that Dom Barrage vid from last night. Then we went ham on repairing your AOS. Oh yeah, I guess Proof has seen Horizon. Yeah, it only got 2 seasons, which was sort of a problem for a lot of anime that were developed around its time. But yeah, the 2 seasons were amazing, and the story never finished. It just kind of got through its second arc. I heard that the second season technically combined a bunch of arcs together and just went through them at 1,000 miles an hour. But yeah, it was a crazy good show. Like, for what has been made, it's been excellent. I've been thinking about getting the novels, but I've never bought any Japanese novels before. Well, I technically have one, and I regret it. It's not an anime novel. It's just a novel by a Japanese author, and he's kind of an asshole. I don't like the author or the character. What's the book called? I think I have it on my shelf. One second. Okay, I'm glad I checked because I almost got it wrong. So the book's titled No Longer Human by the author Osamu Dazai. And the book follows this guy he's just sort of clinically depressed. He's from a wealthy family, but how do I describe his personality? He's just a lazy bitch, and he doesn't want to work for a living, so he becomes a communist and a mooch, and he just bounces from relationship to relationship, mooching off the women that fall in love with him. And he develops a series of addictions, including opium. He's a comic artist, and he's just a constant victim. Like, his problems could be solved so easily, but he just lays around and is like, "Oh, woe is me, my life is horrible." So eventually he gets committed into like an insane asylum, I think, and his family sort of disowns him for being a huge bitch. And he lives out the rest of his days in a hut on the beach, I think, and he gets raped on the reg by his handmaid, which is kind of odd. You know, like I don't think you should rape anybody, and it's not okay to rape men either. But yeah, it's one of the few books I've seen that actually talks about like that particular topic. But weirdly enough, I liked the writing. The writing was good. Like the author did a good job of just wording things and describing what was going on. You see a lot of interesting human nature in there, but I just hated the character. He was a little bitch. I didn't like it. But yeah, like that's the only Japanese book I've ever read. So yeah, that wasn't a good impression. But yeah, maybe I'll look to seeing if I can get the novels for Horizon. God, I just love the artwork for that show, though. Gorgeous character designs, and like the characters are so fucking interesting, you know. God, just amazing characters, amazing chemistry between the characters. I've never ever seen another show like do character chemistry in such an amazing way. And it was because all the main characters, they all grew up together. They've known each other their entire lives. So yeah, there wasn't like any mystery between them. Like and they all like worked together and understood each other. It was such a gorgeous thing to experience and witness, really. Yeah, really cool show. I think I should add a little bit of shade right there. Okay. Okay, I think I should technically do a joint shade layer. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I don't want to shit on people who have problems in their lives. Like, and there's a lot of people that we know that fucking have problems, you know, and I don't want to make light of those problems, but, sort of the first step of making things better is you can't just lay around and feel bad about all your shit, you know? Like, your shit might be really bad. I know a lot of people who were dealt a really shitty hand in life, and, you know, they couldn't overcome it, and they're dead now. But despite how bad you got your shit, you can't just lay around and say, "Oh, it's not my fault, and there's nothing I can do about it." There's always something you can do about it. You can always do something different, you know? Okay. Yeah, where was I gonna... This thing? Oh, Jesus. This one. Yeah, I don't know. My formula is just, you need to figure out what you want. Like, what do you really want, like, out of life? And, you know, a lot of people don't know. They've never thought about it. They've never actually stopped to think about it. Like, what do they want? And usually when you ask them to think about it, they'll just say, oh, I just want to be happy. Which, you know, yeah, I get it. But, you know, what is happiness? What makes you happy? Like, and how do you move towards that? Like, what are you missing that's keeping you from being happy? And there's just a lot that people don't understand about themselves. You know, not that I'm on top of that shit, but I try. Okay, I think we're done with the shading on here. I think I got most of it. I guess technically I should shade right here. Okay, here we go. Yeah, just the little bit of shadow that's cast by the gold. I guess I need to shade that now. Gray? Oh no, that's not the right tool. I guess I should shade that piece too. Man, I don't think my mind's in the right place to be doing this right now. Ew. Yeah, that'll have to do. Okay. Alright, that looks more solid now. I don't know why I was missing all that before. Okay. Next piece. I'm going to turn on this flap. Yeah, and on Gundam shoulder armor, normally this flap doesn't move independently of your other shit, but yeah, it does on the high-res Wing Zero, which I thought was... at first I thought it was really stupid and overly complicated, but I kind of like it now. So, yeah, I don't know, it's just my personality. I kind of like things that are complicated, because I'm an asshole. Alright. Do I need a folder? It's just two layers. Okay, Sushiota says he just recently finished Cowboy Bebop and Akira. Yeah, very excellent shows. I really like Cowboy Bebop for what it is, but I just wish that instead of spending so much time fucking around, like, it should have spent more time with telling its story and doing more character development. But it was just like an episodic, like, whatever, which, you know, I guess it's fine, it's entertaining, but it could have done more. Because, you know, I like those characters and I care about them, but the show just didn't really do anything with that. And Akira is... it's an oddball. Like, yeah, just a really interesting horror movie. And I guess there's been a ton of analysis, like, done on it, but I just, I guess I've never really been that into the movie to really, like, care about what it's trying to say. But, yeah, lots of nuclear horror bullshit. Which, I guess, I don't know, I'm an American. I've never had a bomb dropped on me, so I guess I just can't really relate to that type of devastation. Ugh. Maybe my parents could, because, you know, they lived through the fucking Vietnam War. Maybe they could relate to it a bit. Not that they've been nuked, but, you know, I guess being carpet bombed, it's sort of similar. Just a little bit. A little less radiation. Okay. Oh, that's not gray. What's wrong with my brain today? Oh, maybe that's why I should, like, I should have stuck with my diet. Now my brain's just all over the fucking place. Jesus. Okay. Oh, that's a weird angle. What did I do? Okay, I guess that's done. It's more simple than I thought. Okay, alright, Sushiota's retracting some messages. I didn't quite catch them. Maybe I'll have to check back on them in the recording. Actually, I'm recording this screen, not my other screen. Salty says, he's still upset that Mobile Fighter G Gundam never got another season. Well, back in the day, they didn't really do seasons. He picked up Food Wars lately. Oh, okay. He says, I've never been so aroused by food and ladies at the same time. Yeah, like, yeah, those, like, food cravings and, you know, like, flesh cravings, they're kind of mixed together in a lot of people. I think myself included. But, yeah. Okay, Sushioda asks, are you full Vietnamese? Technically I'm supposed to be, but, I think we checked into it, and I think my dad might be half Cambodian or something. Like, he'll deny it, but I think he might be. Because I actually don't look like a Vietnamese person. Because I'm really fucking tall and really fucking hairy. Except for the top of my head, which, you know, I went bald, like, almost instantly. So I, like, after the end of July, I just shaved my head off. Like, I have no hair, like, on my head right now. But yeah, I'm really tall and hairy for a Vietnamese person. And I guess my eyes look different. They're not, I don't have narrow eyes, so I don't look all that Asian. And I also have, like, very, what's the phrase? Very kissable lips. That's a little weird for a Vietnamese person. It's hard to talk about myself this way, but that's how other people would describe me. Anyway, yeah, so that's enough for that flap. Okay, so flap's done. Okay, let's move on to the forearm. Where the hell is it? Forearm, arm armor right. Yeah, this guy. Is it this guy? Yeah. Okay, shade one. Ugh. Alright guys, just a few more hours. We'll be done soon. Oh. Sushioda says, they were talking about your drawings. I was confused because some of your layers were invisible. Oh, okay. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I have a bunch of layers turned on and off. Like, I just kind of have to turn them off as I go because they kind of get in the way. Alright, this is gonna be a weird one to shade. Fuck. Where do I even start? Did I grab the color already? Yeah. Oh, jeez. Okay. Yeah, I really wish I could see that blue line, but I can't. Okay, who else needs some shading? Ugh, hiccups, that's the worst. Okay, I feel like I'm missing something, but I don't know what. Man, this interacted like really weird with this other thing. Yeah, I guess I did need to correct this, because normally the hand would be covering this and no one would be able to tell, but I guess my OCD is pretty bad, so I just kind of have to do what it says. Okay, I think that's fucking everything. Shit. Okay, gold shade. Okay, Diener Wiener says, hello, welcome Diener. I'm glad you could be here. Yeah, we're just shading this huge piece of shit. So yeah, so just stay by. Yeah, just stay here and hang out with us. Just yeah, we're just chatting while I'm working on this. So just feel free to ask me a question or leave a comment or whatever. Salty says he just had a really close match. What were you flying? Oh, Sushioti's gonna go up for a bit. Yeah. We'll be here. We'll probably be here when you get back. So yeah, thanks for coming by. Okay, I think that's it for the forearm. Okay, let's turn the hand back on. Okay. Yeah, I think that's all the shading for the upper body. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I am going to... Hold on. Okay, let me turn off the backpack. Edit, copy merged. And I'm going to make a new layer right here. Okay, so this thing. Oh, wait a second. Oh, I fucked up. Oh shit, hold on, let me redo that. I'm such an idiot. Should have turned off this thing. Okay, let's redo this. Oh no. Okay, the hand's there. Well, that looks really weird. Okay, that's what I wanted. Oh, this is really hurting my eyes. Okay, so we're gonna select all. We're gonna copy merged, deselect, and in this layer. Wait, what the fuck? What are you doing? Why are you in the wrong place? That's some fucking bullshit right there. What the hell? Why did it do that? Ugh, why did it fucking do that? Anyway. Okay, let's try to... Is that matched? I can't tell. Ugh. This is really fucking annoying. Okay, I think that's about as lined up as I can get. Okay, alright, let's turn... these back off. Okay, so this layer basically has the main fuselage. I guess we can delete this layer. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this layer as a shadow. So we're going to do this to lock all the unused pixels. Does that have a summary of what it does? Hold on. Okay, lock transparent pixels. Okay. And we're going to take this. We're going to make our brush fucking huge. And we're just going to color over the whole fucking thing. Okay. Okay, turn the lock back off. Okay, turn all of our shit back on. Oh wait. Yeah, I guess I can turn these on. I don't need the hide test. Okay, and let's turn on the rest of our shit. Okay, so what we're going to do, let's turn the white back on, is on layer 10 we're going to apply a Gaussian blur. I use Gaussian blurs a lot when I do Photoshop stuff because I'm a fucking novice. That's kind of all I know how to do. Okay, now we're going to duplicate the layer. Okay, E. Okay, we're turning the backpack back on. Okay, so in the backpack, let me turn these back on just so I can check it out. Yeah, so, maybe I should blur this a little more. Filter, blur. I should just put this on a shortcut or something. I think what I'll do is, yeah, I'll blur it pretty hard, but I think I'm gonna turn down the opacity or the fill a little bit, and I think I want to change the color on it. It's a little, too black, you know. Don't take that out of context. Does that look more blue to you? Hold on. Let me turn off this other shit. Yeah, it's more blue. Let's try it like this. Okay, and okay, let's turn down the opacity a bit. Yeah, it'll just be there a little bit. Okay. Alright, I'm okay with that. Okay, Diener Wiener says, Salty, I want to buy your merch, but I'm broke. I just got hired on my first job. Yay, so when I get my pay, he's going to buy a hoodie. Oh, nice. Okay, Salty says he was in the Jim White Dingo with a troll rifle, lost by only 30 points. Man, that's really close. Yeah, you could have, like, captured a point, but, you know, you're not always close enough to get one of those. Diener says, well, if you're still going to draw, I may be back later. Yeah, see you then. Okay. Artificial Soul says, I could have sworn you finished this. You're never done with anything. Like, I finished the flat colors, but I'm doing shading now. Yeah, we're still like at least 10 hours away from being done. Yeah. Salty says a Gaussian what? I have no idea what the fuck you're talking about, man. Okay, so yeah, maybe we make that a little darker. Yeah, that should do. Okay, yeah, that helped me out a bit. Okay, now we can go on and shade the wings. Alright, so let me go ahead and turn off all this bullshit. Turn off the hand, the upper. Ooh, that looks crazy. Oh no, I should have done. Yeah, I might need to do another one of these without the armor. Yeah, I'll go back and do that later. Okay. That she's a lot. Shadow. Shadow armor. Okay, let's turn that off too. Okay, so now we begin the horrific process of shading the wings. They're really bad. Salty says, oh snap, at Diener, good luck at your job. I hope you have a good time, yeah. Roger Johnson says, yo, welcome Roger, what's going on? Oh, that's, is that Chief? I keep forgetting, like, I think, yeah, I think that's Chief. What's going on, man? Okay, yeah, we're just shading our bullshit. We're starting shading on the wings, and, you know, you actually commented, wow, that's gonna be fucking horrific, and indeed it's going to be. Alright, let me grab the right shade for this. Okay, how do we want to start this? So on the backpack, okay, I think we actually turn off the backpack layer, and we can turn off the super verniers, and this one. Yeah, let's start with shading these layers. Oh my lord. Start here, and it's possible I may regret starting right here, but we'll see what happens. Okay, shade 1. Okay, thankfully there's only like 2 colors here. Okay, white shade 1. Okay, and because of the angle of my lighting, almost this whole fucking thing is going to be shaded. So we're going to have to cover a lot of surface area here, so just bear with me for a while. Oh, Chief is one of our friends on the Discord. Yeah, maybe I have the wrong guy. Is his name also Roger? I can't remember. I'm super bad with names, like really bad. Okay. There's an obvious way I can shade this, but I don't know if it's the right way. We'll just give it a try. so many fucking dots. Yeah, this fucking vector method drives me crazy, but at least it's precise. And I know most other professional artists, they just use brushes and they just do a billion jillion brush strokes, but that method drives me even crazier. I just, everything just, if you don't do it right, everything just looks very unfinished and unclean. And I feel that's just wrong for robots, you know? Yeah, I really like having a lot of clarity, like in my art. Okay, oh my god. There's a lot of shit. Okay, and Jesus. I'm not even sure even I can keep track of what the fuck is happening here. Hmm. Okay, well, let's try to be a little more minimalist with the shading on the feathers. Let me check some things. Oh. You know, that's... Yeah, we'll go back and check that again later, but it's kind of looking like it may not make any sense, but we'll double check again later. Like, sometimes you just kind of have to go with a method and just see if it works. Sometimes it doesn't. You just have to go back and adjust it if it doesn't work. Wow, my eyes are really hurting right now. I don't know why. Okay, almost done with the white part. Okay, pretty cool. Okay, next layer. Okay, Roger says, you see, this is why I mostly don't bother with shading. Yeah, shading is a huge pain in the dick, but it's the thing that, you know, brings your piece closer to reality, you know? I mean, there are some... Where is it? Where the fuck is it? This thing. Yeah, this is a piece I did that I never shaded it, and I sort of regret not doing that. But yeah, like maybe I should have gone back to shade it. Yeah, it just feels sort of incomplete without it. Yeah, but shading makes a huge difference. Yeah, I'll do like some before and after, like so you guys can see what it looks like with and without the shading. Okay, gray shade. Oh no, the body. This guy. Yeah, but so beforehand the lines were the things that were implying the three-dimensional form for this mobile suit, but the shading really drove it home. Like, I'm so glad I did the shading, and it looks great, like with that there. Okay, for the grays. Oh, I pressed the wrong button. Oh no, that's too far. I feel like I got that angle wrong. Okay, probably should have completed that. Hold on. Okay, this part should be fairly straightforward, thankfully. God, I think the shading took even longer than the flat colors. Oh, sorry. Yeah, even though you're covering less surface area, there's a lot more thought like involved. You have to be more precise. Thankfully, I've already pretty much just picked all the colors I'm gonna use, so there's no needing to flip back and forth between colors to experiment or anything. Okay, getting close. This thing has too many goddamn wings. Oh wait, no. That's not right. Oh wait. Yeah, so this part's facing downward, so it actually needs to be shaded too. I'm like confusing myself here. Okay, so that technically means, yeah, I think that's what that means. I need to shade like almost the entire thing right here. Yeah, I've been thinking about buying a new monitor because you know, I'm drawing right now on my art, like a tablet monitor, and it's a good monitor, but it doesn't seem to display videos that are running at 60 FPS. You know, because you know, I'll watch a video on here and then I'll watch it on my phone, and my phone looks clean and crisp and everything looks like it's running crazy fast. But on here it just looks like still pretty old school, so I don't know what's going on with that. So I might need another monitor just to like watch videos on or something. I was looking at new monitors, but for some reason all of them are like, all the monitors are trying to sell you are like curved gaming monitors, and I really hate the concept of curved monitors. They just seem really stupid to me. So yeah, I'm trying to look for something that works for me. Okay, that looks pretty solid. Okay, let's go ahead and, yeah, let's call that done. Which binder is this? Okay, let's go to this binder. You have too many wings. J1. Okay, this might get a little weird. Yeah, so because of the angle this is casting the shadows at, like, we're pretty much just shading everything that is facing this way. So thankfully on this wing that's not a lot of surface area, so we won't have to do too much work. Oh, I think I fucked that up. Yeah, this guy. Yeah, that makes sense, right? Roger says the only time I'd see a curved monitor is when I'm trying to replicate the whole the only time he'd use a curved monitor is when he's trying to replicate the whole cockpit simulator setup, the one Armor Core YouTube had going. Yeah, I guess in that sense it can be pretty cool. Kind of like, what's that game called? Gundam Kizuna? Yeah, that's the Gundam game where you actually have like a literal cockpit control chamber. That's a little over the top in my opinion, but yeah, that's pretty much the same shit. Yeah, and I don't know, would Gundams have curved monitors? I guess you kind of have to if you're doing like a 360-degree cockpit or something. And I don't even know if 360-degree monitors are all that helpful, because a human, like, your vision really only works in one direction at a time, you know? Like, and the focus of your vision, you only get fine detail at the very center of your vision. But I guess a 360-degree cockpit, it's kind of a natural transition, so you have the whole environment available if you need to look at it. It's just that if you were being literal here, you're not really looking at the whole thing at the same time. What the hell is this part right here? I don't even remember. I don't know. Okay, let's just keep going. Oh boy, I think, oh shit. And the doggos outside are going crazy. Yeah, maybe we should start breeding dogs to not bark anymore. I mean, I guess for wealthy folks, they're not really using their dogs for security. So, you know, we don't really need the barking anymore. Yeah, my old dog, Oppie, like, or short for Oppenheimer, he never barked. Except for when he was dreaming. He would only bark in his dreams. It was very, well, adorable and hilarious, but yeah, he was like the strong silent type. Yeah, a lot of respect for that doggo. Yeah, I think God, somebody made fun of Oppie during, like, on the Discord once. Who was it? I think it was Raptor. Like, and I almost punched Raptor in the trachea. Like, if he and I were in the same room. But yeah, yeah, I don't know. People get really defensive about their doggos, which, you know, I know that's not like a proper way to behave yourself, but like, yeah, it actually got me pretty fucking mad. Okay. Okay, almost done with the white parts on here. Yeah, given the way that I'm shading this, I might actually have to go back and change the way that I shaded the Super Verniers, because now it's technically inconsistent now. Yeah, so we'll check that out in a little bit. We might have to go back and fix it. Okay. They're looking pretty okay. So our next thing of bullshit. Roger says, I mean, we do have a similar thing in the West with the Mech Warrior Simulator pods that pop up every now and then. Yeah, that's just so niche and so expensive, though. Yeah, and I don't know, like, honestly, I've never... Mech Warrior just never looked fun to play, like, to me. I think they should worry more about fun gameplay than they worry about the experience, you know? Proof says, dogs that don't bark? What's next? Karens that are not entitled? Yeah, maybe. You can breed anything. That's gonna be a really difficult and expensive breeding program, though, because, God, just trying to find a Karen that's not entitled, like, just find one, and then you start breeding her, and then, you know, like, well, essentially, it's just how you artificially selected doggos. Just, you know, whatever doggos have the trait you're looking for, you just breed those two together. And then you look at their kids, and, you know, which ones have the trait, you breed those together. It's a little inbred. I guess you can't really do that with people. It's a little unethical. But they definitely did that with doggos. Yeah, that's why Dalmatians are so fucking retarded, because they're just so crazy inbred to get those spots, you know? Okay. Yeah, they kind of did a similar thing with silver foxes over in Russia, I think. So just look it up. You'll see videos on it on YouTube, how they took wild foxes and they basically domesticated them by selecting them for well, basically how well they interacted with humans, and whichever foxes were nice, they bred them together. And they also took whichever foxes didn't like people and bred those together, and they made like a Satan dog by accident. So that was interesting. But yeah, you can domesticate wild animals like that. It's sort of hard to do, and it usually only works with pack animals, well, animals that have dominance hierarchies and pack tendencies. So yeah, that's why horses were easy to domesticate. I think you can kind of do it with parrots. That's why like we get along with dogs so well. Cats a little less well, you know, because they're solitary animals. Um, but yeah, we have a surprising amount in common with parrots. Yeah, they sing and they dance and they communicate and they pair bond and they look after their kids and all that stuff. So that's pretty cool. Okay, how was I doing this? Yeah, and that actually makes me a little worried about having kids, because you know, your child is basically the result of your genetics, and of course your spouse's genetics. So I'm really worried about finding a spouse that's not a complete like asshole, you know, because people who aren't assholes are sort of rare. You know, not that I'm one of those people. Okay, alright, this piece. We're close to being done on this wing. Why is this line so fucked up? I guess we'll just ignore it for now. I don't give a shit. Okay, fuck, I think we're done with that wing. Okay, cool. Okay, let me check something. Okay, on the right, Super Vernier. I think I need to redo this shading now. Yeah, let's do that. Hold on. Gray shade. Yeah, those are okay. I'll leave them alone. Okay, thankfully we already have the correct color selected. I have so many layers, I'm starting to lose track of them. Okay, Salty says he and I should mate. Well, I think that technically might be possible. I think what did they do a little while ago? They took, is it a somatic cell? I don't remember what the phrase was, but basically it was a non-reproductive cell. They took like some skin cells, and they converted it into an egg cell. So I guess you could like jack off into your best friend's hand and get him pregnant that way or something. I don't know, but yeah, I think you can. I think you might technically be able to have two men reproduce that way. Yeah. So, yeah, I guess you technically don't really need balls anymore, like as long as they perfect that technology. So yeah, that might be kind of cool for some people. I'm sure it's crazy expensive, but yeah, there's an option. At least you like. It's always good to have options, you know. Oh shit. No. Why didn't I just Control Z that shit? Okay. What else? I guess this guy. Yeah, and even before they did that with the skin cell, I think they managed to merge two egg cells together, so you can breed two women together, so that's pretty cool too. The only problem in there is that, you know, you can merge two egg cells, you can convert a non-reproductive cell into an egg cell, but you can't seem to take a non-reproductive cell and make it into a sperm cell. So I guess what you can do is, you know, if you have a woman, you know, she has an egg, you can have a man who can't produce sperm, you convert his whatever cell, his skin cell, into an egg cell, and then you can merge the two eggs. Yeah, I guess you could do it that way too. So yeah, I suppose you can do it in whatever order you want. So yeah, everybody should have an option there. Okay, sorry, I just had to work that out in my head because my brain's like that sometimes. Okay, grab that. Okay, what's left to shade right here? I think I'm gonna shade this. I really hope I have the right layer selected. Okay. Okay. Oh, nope, that one's not shaded. This part. Okay, this part right here. Ugh, this part's gonna be kind of tricky. You know what? There. Yeah, no ambiguity. We're just gonna do the whole fucking thing. Yeah. What else? This thing? My fucking eyes really hurt. Like, I guess I'm kind of leaning a little close to my monitor. Yeah, let's try to sit back a little bit. Yeah, if you guys have some trouble hearing me, just let me know. I'll try to speak up a bit. Okay. Okay, so that matches the shading we did earlier. Okay, let's turn on the other Super Vernier. Okay, I guess we're ready to go ahead and start the binders on the outside. Alright, this is looking pretty nice so far. Okay, Roger says, God, making fan art of my one friend's character makes me appreciate the work that goes into character design, especially friggin' hair. Yeah, character design is really hard. Like, really, really hard. I mean, just the amount of time I spend just scrolling through DeviantArt, looking at all the trash on there, and, you know, once in a while you find a diamond in the rough, and somebody's got something that's really nice. So, and I mean, I would know, like I have a lot of problems doing character design because, you know, like I'm sort of simple-minded and all that shit. And yeah, character design's difficult. I have a problem with fashion. Like, I'm just a normal man, you know, so I have no fashion sense. My dress style can be described as aggressively homeless. So I have a problem figuring out how to dress my characters. They're usually just wearing very simple stuff like t-shirts and jeans, but I've been meaning to study more into fashion so I know how to do that stuff. Okay, where should we be shading right now? Okay, Thunder one. This guy? Okay. Ah, I did it again. Shite shade. White shade. Yeah. That's what happens when you combine the words white and shade. God. My brain is so stupid. Come on, brain, you're embarrassing me. We're live. Okay. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, so the shading here can get kind of complicated, so I don't want to fuck this up. Let's just start up here instead. Okay. Yeah, I guess I haven't done my dailies for Gundam yet. I guess maybe I'll do that after dinner or something. Oh. There's a lot of... Oh, shit. There's a lot of big sweeping parts, like up here. Okay, gotta remember to not do that next time. Okay. Oh my god. We're gonna have to do this at least, like this whole wing, and then we have a whole nother other wing to do, because this thing has 4 fucking wings. And for some fucking reason, like, my story also has a wing 0, because, you know, this is just the wing Gundam, so that thing it has even more wings I gotta color and shade. Oh, Jesus. Why did I do that to myself? Okay. Salty says 7-1 in a Moodrock. Yeah, I am surprisingly horrible with the Moodrock. It's probably because, you know, it has the Dom type movement, and there just aren't a lot of maps with flat terrain for it to scoot around on, you know. So I'm having a pretty tough time using Moodrocks. Like, there's just so much, like, jumping and elevation and lots of other bullshit you gotta deal with. I guess I should practice it in the city. Yeah, maybe I'll do that next time. I'll just make a lobby with city and just do Mudrocks all day. Hey guys, welcome to the stream. We're just shading some bullshit. Proof says you need a lot of belts in order to do proper character design. Yeah, I know a lot of designers where it's just all belts and zippers sometimes, and leather straps and stuff. Ugh, okay. Oh, Jesus, I kind of lost track of what I was doing. Let's try right here. Oh, geez, I'm leaning in too close to the monitor again. Yeah, and after we finish the shading on these wings, we can actually start on shading level 2, which is, you know, we're gonna do like 1 grade darker than this. We're not gonna do it for all the colors. Probably just blue, white, and this light gray. And I think after that we're going to be done with shading, and then we'll move on to other steps like doing shadows and that type of bullshit. Okay. Ugh. Oh no. Oh, I did it again. Okay. Yeah, we'll go ahead and fill it in. Yep. Jesus. Took fucking half a year to finish this Wing Gundam, and God knows how many fucking different mechanical designs are in my story. Like, hopefully when I work on the next one, it'll go by faster, because I basically have all the techniques down now. Because this is my first digital drawing. It was supposed to be just like a quick dirty sketch. All my drawings start out that way, but you know, I always go overboard. Like, why don't I just try to make it look right this time? And then it's like 7 months later. God, 7 months. Like, what else could I have done with that amount of time? Yeah, that's almost enough time to like gestate an entire human being. Oh no, that's the wrong button. So many dots. Okay. Okay, we have to cut these out so I don't have to erase it later. Though arguably this actually takes more time than just erasing it after the fact. Ugh, okay. Alright, looking pretty awesome so far. Oh, fuck. My fucking eyes. Okay. Chief says I can feel you on that. I only ever wear oversized hoodies. I don't own any hoodies. I don't know. It might be just like a white guy thing. I'm not a white guy, you know. I just don't wear hoodies. I think they look kind of lame. Like I know a lot of folks that like they just own nothing but hoodies, and I think they're just trying a little hard to either be comfortable or trying to look cool. I'm just not really into them. Okay. Yeah, probably zoomed in a little too far. How the hell do I shade this thing? I just have to do one of these. Okay, what's next? This guy? I really hope that after I finish this shading, the wing kind of retains its shape. You know, because when it was just a line art, like this surface right here, it looked mildly curved. And I don't know if I've maintained that with the shading or not. Okay, let's move down to this huge fuck off plate right here. Oh lord. This is gonna be a lot of surface area. Okay, almost done with the fucking wing. God damn it. Holy fuck. Okay. Yeah, that's a lot of... Yeah, maybe I'll go back and reduce this in a second. Yeah, in a second, though. Yeah, and the thing about character design is, you know, I'm just doing design for like a Gundam show, and Gundam's setting is basically just a modern setting, maybe a little bit behind by a few decades, you know? So you can't really go crazy with the designs, you know? There's only so much you can do before you break the immersion. So you're basically just designing regular people if you're doing Gundam. Okay, Chief says, okay, yeah, I'm just going to give up on drawing the boobs. Come on, don't do that, man. Like, you gotta get the boobs right. And I know it's challenging because it's literally within your instinct to recognize nice boobs. Like, it's true for men, it's true for women. Like, everybody can recognize nice boobs. So if you don't draw them right, everybody knows you fucked up. It's just instinctual, so you gotta get them right. And kind of the only way you can get it right is you just gotta look at a lot of boobs. You can check out like the not safe for work thread in Salty's Discord. You know, like there's a ton of boobs in there. I post most of them, I guess. So yeah, just check that out. Actually, there's an artist I follow named Rake. I've actually shared a few of his art videos in the art thread. He actually has some boob tutorials, you know, because he's technically a hentai artist. Yeah, I'll dig up some of those and share them with you. So yeah, let me go grab that after the stream is done. Salty says he might stream Monster Hunter World Friday. Yeah, that might be fun. Or actually, this Friday. Salty, on Friday, Iceborne's already gonna be out. So you mean you're gonna stream Iceborne? You could stream it like Thursday, maybe. Oh yeah, Gaia Gear is kind of out there. Isn't it like a few thousand years in the future? Yeah, I don't even know if Gaia Gear is technically canon like anymore. Yeah, I haven't heard anybody talk about Gaia Gear in years. Yeah, Gaia Gear is pretty odd. I love the name. Like, just the alliteration with the G's. Gaia Gear is amazing. And, it's got some weird shit going on. I like the designs. Black Char is kind of odd. But, I don't know, I guess... yes, I guess sometimes your skin tone changes if you reincarnate. I suppose that's technically a confirmation that Char's dead, because you have to die before you reincarnate. Although I suppose there's like a few thousand years of gap right there where Char could have survived. Like, I don't know. Okay, Roger says the character's wearing a fake mustache anyway. It'll look funny. Oh, I don't know what the fuck you're doing with this character, man. Oh, you're drawing your friend's character with a fake mustache and, I guess, huge knockers? Yeah, that's kind of a strange combination. Although, I think I might be able to find a suggestion for you. Hold on. I think I can do this without getting arrested. Hold on. Okay, I might not. Hold on. Let me take this, like, off my screen share just so I don't get too many people arrested. Yeah, I have folders with example art that I like. Where is it? Hold on, my eyes aren't very good. I'm gonna take a second to look for this. Where the fuck? There it is. Okay, Chief, let me drop this into the Discord for you. There, try that one. I was talking about this picture. This... Ah, crap. This is Jacko Valentine from Guilty Gear. And, you know, normally she doesn't have the mustache, but I've always, like, loved this picture of her. Like, she's awesome. And I don't even know who the original artist is. I need to go check that out. Anyway. I'm serious when I'm trying to help you draw better boobs, Chief. You better take my advice, goddammit. Okay, Jesus, I don't remember where I was at. I don't know what the fuck's going on with my memory today. Okay, let's just keep going with the feathers. Sorry, I accidentally did the German pronunciation of feather. Yeah, Proof, are you still there? Like, yeah, I've been wanting to get a Federschwert lately. Am I pronouncing that right? Basically, it's a training sword made out of steel. You know, it just happens to be blunt. You know, it's not sharpened. But yeah, some of those look really cool. I've been thinking about getting one, you know, well, just because they're really fucking cool. Maybe using it for home defense. You know, I guess I have my gun, but, you know, I just like swords better. Yeah, and I guess, you know, you can't really use a lethal weapon for home defense, you know, because you'll be sued for attempted murder if you don't kill the guy, and you kind of have to kill him, like, just so you can say it's self-defense. I don't know. It's kind of a weird, like, ugly area. Okay, so I think that's all the white. Okay, let's start on the gray parts. Salty asked, do you have Iceborne pre-ordered yet? I would like a beer stein myself. I have actually forgotten to do that, and I haven't yet. Maybe I'll do that once I get off the stream. I really need to pre-order it before it's actually too late to pre-order. Yeah, the reason I haven't pre-ordered it is, well, first of all, Velcana was such a cunt that I didn't want to get the game anymore. And then also, somebody got into my credit card the other week, and so I had to cancel my credit card that I had on that had registered with PlayStation Network. So to do the pre-order, I have to register my new credit card, and that's just a huge pain in the dick. So it's gonna take me a minute to do that. Okay, Salty says, yes, you can use a lethal weapon to defend your house. It's called the Castle Law. Does that apply in Texas? I feel like it probably would, because it's Texas. But yeah, I'll have to go check. This water is delicious. Speaking of water and guns and home defense, I've been meaning to, yeah, since my bonus check dropped, like, last month, I was meaning to just buy a shit ton of, like, rations and water, like, just in case some shit goes down. But it turned out my trip to Chicago was more expensive than I anticipated, so yeah, I might have to save up for next month in order to do that. Yeah, I need to buy more ammo for my gun also, but I think maybe there might be an issue with the ammo that I bought earlier, because I have a laser sight, and this ammo, like, consistently drops the ammo, like, or it drops the bullet about 6 inches below the laser point. So I think maybe the number of grains on this bullet brand of bullets is too low. So I might have to get a different brand that has more kick. At least just so the ammos, or the shots are more accurate with my laser. Okay. Oh no. Hold on, I gotta be more subtle with this curve right here. Okay. Okay, down here. Okay, Salty says, someone who enters your place of living without permission, you're in the right to shoot them. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Proof says, God, I wish we had some fun laws. You mean gun laws? I guess gun laws and fun laws are the same thing. Chief says, can I send you this thing for some critique? Yeah, you can private message it to me on Discord, or you can just put it in the art channel, and if you want, I can just fucking bring it up on the stream and we can talk about it right now. I'll just have to remember to cut that part out when I do the compilation speed up thing. Man, I really wish Fish Pop would stop commenting in the not safe for work thread. I do not care for that man's opinion when it comes to my smut. Okay, oh Jesus, where the fuck was I? Okay, let's just start up here. This guy. Okay, yeah, I need to remember to zoom out a bit more. Okay, alright, here's the thing. Oh, okay. Alright. Bring this over here. Okay. So Chief obviously used his camera phone to photograph this, I think. This doesn't look like it was scanned. This looks to be Jacob's character Lucy. Yeah, so Lucy is an anthropomorphized scorpion. I'm not joking for anyone who's not familiar with Lucy. She's a scorpion. It looks like she's wearing a disguise. Okay, pretty interesting piece. I'm not sure what's going on the mouth right there. Like right here, is that like a cigarette or something? It looks like it's bending up. I'm not sure what that is, Chief. But yeah, you can see the fake mustache right here, and I guess that's the fake nose. It'll be a little more clear when you color it, but I recommend making the mustache wider, and I think the shoulders are a bit broad. I know it's a disguise, but you know, Lucy's a woman. The shoulders shouldn't be quite this broad. I like the form that you put on these clothes, because a lot of people, when they draw clothes, it looks just like flat paper, but there's definitely a form and a thickness to these fabrics that's very good. And I think the curls on our hair, they need more body. They need to be a little thicker, because that's just how Jacob draws it. Let me see if I can find an example for you guys. Shit. Oh, my chest kind of fucking hurts right now. What's going on? Oh, am I passing away? Wouldn't it be really annoying to to like die during your live stream? I'd be so mad if that's how I died. Jesus. Ah, shit. Where's a good close-up of Lucy? Here, we'll try this piece. Okay, so this is one of Jacob's actual things. So yeah, so as you can see, she's the scorpion. She has the extra eyes and the fangs and shit. Yeah, so you can see here the curls are actually very broad. They have a lot of body to them, and there's some of them that flare outwards. So yeah, I would actually make these more broad than they are. They're a little too wispy, and what is this haircut called? It's like a bob. So I would actually make it a little wider, like maybe out to here. So that's some recommendations I have. Okay. All right, we're done looking at that. Yeah, let me know if you have any other shit you need me to talk about there, Chief. Oh, those chelicerae. Oh, those things. I'm not even sure if Jacob even really draws those in himself. Because even on Jacob's drawing, you don't really see the chelicerae. I think that's how you pronounce it. Like, you just kind of have these fang-like things on there. But yeah, I don't know. There we go. Yeah, that's it. Okay. Alright, well, we're gonna keep going, shading this bullshit. Hey, Heavy, what's going on? I didn't know you watched these. Alright, let me just narrate your evening. Holy shit, it's almost 7 o'clock here. I had no fucking idea. Well, I guess time just escapes all of us. Yeah, and instead of having fun or trying to hit on girls or anything, I am being a lonely nerd and just working on my Gundam drawing. Because, you know, I guess I could be doing things that I find more fun or enjoyable. I technically don't enjoy drawing. I find it to be a very difficult and miserable process, but you kind of have to make sacrifices if you want results in life, you know, and, you know, there's something I wanted to express, so here I am working on this bullshit. That's the only way I can really explain it. Okay. Okay, I have an idea on some things we can fix, but we'll go back and do that in a second. Okay, almost done with the gray shading. Yeah, Heavy, do you have any hobbies outside of just kicking our asses? Like, do you draw or write or anything like that? Yeah, I'd be kind of interested to know. Oh shit, kind of fucked up that dot. Yeah, I bet Heavy's here thinking, man, if that stupid motherfucker Zero would spend less time drawing his gay little Gundams, he could practice at battle operation and be a better wingman for me. And technically that'd be true, because yeah, I'm pretty awful at that game, and especially compared to Japanese players. Holy shit! Like those guys are really on the ball. Like and I'm not sure if the guys we fought last night were. I don't know if they were exceptional Japanese players. They might have just been the average Japanese player. I have no idea. Like, and I know like you can be a Japanese player and still be terrible at that game, but those guys whipped the shit out of us. Like, Jesus, they had really fucking good aim. Oh no. Shit, I think I'm doing that wrong. Yeah, so these parts down here, they're pointing down, so I have to shade them as well. Okay, and that sort of means I have to shade this whole fucking thing right here. Okay, I guess we'll just do it like this. Okie dokie. Alright, here's the thing I wanted to do. The adjustment I wanted to do. Okay, so let's take this back a bit. Gotta smooth that out a little bit. This one too. Yeah, honestly, Chief, like I've been wanting to do some Lucy fan art, but yeah, I've just been too busy working on this, and like Jacob and I actually have, or Jacob and I, we have very, very different art styles when it comes to characters. So I don't know how well, like my style of mesh with Lucy, you know. So we'll see about that. Okay, white shade. Okay. Oh yeah, this piece right here. What do I have to do it right here? I guess it makes sense. Okay, Heavy responds to my question about hobbies. He says, no, not really. He just plays games. He doesn't draw or write or anything. Oh, alright. Yeah, that's actually fairly normal. Like, it's just us other weirdos, and we have, like, we do shit like draw and write and stuff. It's kind of horrific. Yeah. But yeah, if you, I don't know, if you feel like it, you can give it a try, and if you want help, we're always around to give pointers and shit. Not that we're any good at it, but if you want advice, we can try. Okay, Salty says, smooth me out any day, smother me in gravy. I will have to leave that offer on the table. I apologize. Okay, are we done with the shading on that wing? Ah, fuck. I thought we were done completely, but I forgot about this last wing. So there's like one more wing. Also, I guess we should do joint shading here. Okay, almost done with the wing. It's taking for fucking ever. God damn it. Wow. Okay, let's just use a brush here. Less clicking. Holy shit. Sorry guys, that freaked me out. Okay, I forgot my brush size is fucking 2,000. Let's bring it back down to 10 or 20. Jesus, that scared the shit out of me. Fucking 2,000. Okay. Ugh. There's a bunch of these notches. Holy shit. Yeah, and this joint shade, the shade has a much bluer hue to it, so it's gonna make everything look a little more cooler in terms of temperature. Yeah, and normally, like, I would use the pen tool for precision because I've always been awful at coloring, especially coloring in within the lines and shit. I've always been really bad at that. If you ever found any of my coloring books from when I was little, these look like shit. And yeah, I guess when I was little, I fucking loved drawing and coloring dinosaurs. And for some reason, I had this thing. I was just dead set that all dinosaurs were either brown or green. I just decided that was logically the only colors they could be. So all of my dinosaurs were colored brown or green. Always solid, never mixed. Is that racist? You can't mix the colors together. Oh no. Zero's little Hitler here. Even though he's not Aryan. Sorry, Proof. Am I making you uncomfortable? I don't know. Yeah, I'm just trying to make you guys laugh. Okay. Are there any more notches? No, I think we got all of them. Okay. That wing is done. Dunzo. Yeah, you're welcome, Heavy. Okay, alright, that wing is completely done. Okay, now we're gonna move on to the last wing, this guy. Okay, shade 1. Okay, I've been going for 2.5 hours, that's quite a long time. Right, shade 1. Okay, let me double check something. Hold on. Oh yeah, we can't do that with. Yeah, that stuff would be in the way. I gotta leave those off. Okay. You know, guys, sorry to blue ball you here, but I kind of need to step away and use the restroom for a second. I will be right back. Let me put this thing on break mode. Okay, and unfortunately we're back. Okay, so yeah, so I purified myself. I got some more water. Okay, where are we? Get some more shading on this wing right here, right? Okay, so on these, we should be able to just shade the underparts and just anything at this angle, so this should go by pretty fast, hopefully. Let me put on my watch. God, this thing's a huge fucking beast. There. Okay. Am I on the right layer? What should I work on next after I finish this thing? I guess technically that would be the in-depth Lance Guide Part 2. Oh yeah, I need to do some Monster Hunter artwork. I at least wanted to do some artwork for my video thumbnails. Because, yeah, that would, I guess it would help the channel stand out more, and, you know, I've always been wanting to do some fan art of my character, Riel. You know, because she's nice looking and all that. Okay. Man, this is a lot of dots. I wonder if anyone's kept count of how many dots I've made. Maybe you can technically find that out, like if you go into like the code for Photoshop, maybe it'll tell you. I guess you can count it like in here in history. Okay, what else are we shading? Right here. That's a little crooked. Oh, Jesus. I don't know why I'm sneezing. Chief says, I'm not willing to go through the VOD and count that. Yeah, or the video. Yeah, don't do that. That would not be a worthwhile endeavor. You would get nothing for it. I wouldn't even reward you for that. I would just yell at you for wasting your time. Yeah, this piece right here in the wing I think is really interesting. I don't even really remember if it was on the original Wing Zero Endless Waltz version. I know the high resolution Wing Zero has it. I don't even quite remember how the wings looked on Katoki's version of the Wing Zero, because while that version of the Wing Zero is like outstanding in a way, like, and in a sense the wings were very revolutionary for its time, because, oh, what's going on with my pen? Even though like the wings, like, they were like bird wings, you know, they technically were just mechanical, you know, and that was very interesting that he did things that way. But I think maybe the geometry on the wings, they just didn't age very well, because they just looked very flat. You know, there just wasn't a lot of depth to the design. yeah, I really like the way the high res kit did it a lot better. Not that the way these are drawn, like I think the animation team would just take turns just backhanding me if I ever asked them to animate something that looks this complicated. Because Lord knows, like I have enough trouble just drawing these, and they asking some other people to animate it, like they would, no, they would be very upset, and I would understand if they were upset. Oh no, he did. Yeah, Kotoki did the Endless Waltz version of Wing Zero. Um, and honestly, I don't know who designed the high resolution Wing Zero, because there's line art of it out there, but I don't know who drew it. Yeah, Chief is suggesting I just do CG, like for my anime version of the sword, and I guess if my designs are gonna be this fucking insane, like that might be the only avenue we have that's feasible. I mean, I guess I would at least like have them, have 3D models to help them with the animation, but I do want it to be hand drawn and a little artistic if possible. I mean, at least the characters have to be hand drawn. Like, I will not have CG characters like in my Gundam. No way. Yeah, there hasn't been a lot of anime where I liked CG characters. The only one I liked so far was this movie on Netflix. It was directed by Gen Urobuchi. It's called Expelled from Paradise, and it's just like a standalone movie. But like, yeah, I really liked that movie a lot. It kind of uses like a cell shaded style. I can't talk anymore. So it looked good enough and interesting, but I liked it more for the characters and the story it was telling more than for its graphics. But yeah, it's actually also a mech anime, so you guys can check that out if you're interested. Yeah, I was really interested in the story. Uh, the pacing's a little slow, and you kind of can't tell where the story is trying to go, but I loved it. I loved it a lot because it actually talked about a lot of things that I found very interesting, and actually a lot of things I'm actually a little concerned about. But yeah, I'll let you decide. This is, I'm not sure if that's right. Maybe I'll shade it this way. I'm not sure if I'm happy with either of those interpretations. Oh no, what would look right? We need to increase the brush size on that. Here, this looks a little better. Okay. Yeah, let's go based on that. Let's clean this up a little bit. Okay, yeah, I like that. Let's keep going. Yeah, it's hard for me to say. Like, I actually like Kotoki's grunt mobile suits more than I like his Gundams. And it was very interesting what he did with the Endless Waltz suits, because those are some seriously very stylish, exaggerated designs, which, I really appreciate the artistic flair. I know Gundam is like military anime, but like I appreciate some like artistry in it. Um, yeah, I like his grunts a lot. Like the Gundam Wing grunts are fucking amazing. Um, Like they were practical designs. They looked like they were designed for the job, you know. Like the tall geese and the Leos, they were just great. I know. Who was the other designer for the grunts? I think it was Junya Ishigaki. He did the designs for the Maganak mobile suits. Yeah. If you've never looked at Ishigaki's line art, you need to look at that shit. His line art is fucking amazing. Just incredible precision and detail. Just very incredible work. Yeah, so yeah, I really like Ishigaki. I'm not really familiar with a lot of his work though, because he tends to be uh, less prominent than everybody else for some reason. I guess he just doesn't feel like it. He just does whatever he wants, I suppose. Yeah, so yeah, I like Kotoki's grunts. My favorite. Oh, you guys already know this. My favorite of his design is the XS Gundam. That thing is just a motherfucking beast. I just love the personality in its design. It's just awesome. Fucking cool, man. God, like there are some. God, I really didn't like anything about Double O. I know Kotoki didn't have anything to do with that, but just I did not like the grunts in that show. They just looked awful. Like they were just really geometric in a way that didn't make sense for robots. You know, they just didn't look like they should be able to move the way that they did. And yeah, for instance, like the GNX or the Jinx, that suit, it just it doesn't look right for a grunt. I don't know why. Like I think they were trying too hard to make it look cool, like with its like really mean face. And then the geometry on its skirt is just really odd. Like, I don't know. I just really don't like the Jinx design. Ishigaki, I don't think he did Double O. Junior, I'll have to look this up. I know I promised I wasn't gonna distract from the stream by doing this, but we might have to. Okay, Junya Ishigaki. Yeah, I don't think he did Double O. Yeah, so why the fuck is Google doing that? This fucking slow ass website, god damn it. But yeah, look at how fucking clean and precise his artwork is. Like, is this for Super Robot Wars or something? I don't know. Let me close that. Let's see, what else did he do? Yeah, so he did the Maganak units right here. I guess this is some of Ishigaki's work. Why is that so blurry? Google's fucking worthless now. Like, fucking look at this. Look at how clean and precise that is. That's Ishigaki's stuff. Wow, did he design this thing? Weird. That face looks a lot different than I remember. Anyway, yeah, I'm not really familiar with a lot of Ishigaki's stuff. I just know I love his fucking line work. I'm not really sure what else he worked on. I don't think he did the Double O stuff. I think Double O, one of the designers is Takayuki Yanase. And, like, his code name is Windfall. Like, I fucking love Windfall's stuff. Oh, weird. Yeah, so he did these Double O designs. Yeah, the Haru and the Zabanya. Yeah, so Takayuki Yanase, I like him a lot. He's actually my favorite mechanical designer. Yeah, this is some of his like earlier stuff. I love this shit. I love these guns. You know, they're not completely practical, but they look awesome. And just look at the details like on this. Yeah, it was Ebikawa that did most of Double O. But yeah, Takayuki Yanase, he's sort of, his style is very similar to Kotoki, but I feel like he took it to a level that added, it made the geometry more organic and mechanical. Like Kotoki, it feels like he's just going way overboard with the geometry, and the style doesn't feel very mature. But Takayuki Yanase, I think he just takes it to the next level. Like he feels more like he's legitimately trying to design, like he's trying to do engineering and not just mechanical design. That's why I like his work, and that's sort of what I'm trying to do. Not that I'm anywhere approaching his level, but yeah, that's my favorite mechanical designer. Anyway, yeah, we weren't supposed to get distracted to talk about that stuff. Anyway, yeah, finishing the shading. Where were we? Yeah, let's shade in some of these feathers. Okay, yeah, wow, some of the line work got kind of sloppy right here. That's okay. I'm sure nobody else is gonna stare as closely at this as we are right now. Yeah, I need to familiarize myself with Ebikawa a little more because I know he's been getting a lot of work recently. I think I know him most for doing the Gundam Age designs, and I really don't like the Gundam Age designs. I'm pretty sure he does a lot of the Build Fighters designs and stuff. Um, so I guess he's mostly having to remix like other people's stuff. So yeah, like I mean, even the Gundam Age designs, they're just like new concepts on the three like Granddaddy Gundams, Gundam Zeta, Double Zeta, and I guess the FX is technically original. Yeah, I don't know if I like his designs because they feel very kiddie, like very kid friendly, very super robot-y, like they're very soft and flashy designs. I don't know if I like that. Which I still respect his work. He's doing good work, but like they're just not to my personal taste. And and the projects he's working for, they're not super serious projects, so he's doing goofy stuff. So I guess there's a new Build Fighters show, and obviously Build Fighters, you're not supposed to take it seriously, so there's a lot of goofy shit going on in there. Yeah, is that show airing yet? Does anybody know when it's airing? Because honestly, I forgot to check. Okay, white parts are done. Okay, let's go on to the gray. Okay, these parts right here. Alright guys, getting fairly close to being complete. Maybe I should have done something else right there. Hold on. Is this the right binder? Yeah. Shade. Yeah, I don't know why. Like, that might not even be right, but I just feel like I should probably do that. Okay. God damn it. Here. Okay, yeah, sorry, I just had to check to see if I was on the right layer. Okay, here we go. Yeah, I wonder who the next generation of designers is gonna be. Because like I know a lot of fan artists that are like fucking amazing, and I wonder if they'll ever transition into doing professional stuff for Sunrise. That would be really cool. And of course, like it's not gonna be me. Like I don't have the time to get good enough that fast. You know, I'm gonna try, and I don't know about signing contracts with Sunrise because you know they're basically I don't. I'm just worried about corporations. You know. Oh Jesus. Okay, I think we're just gonna shade this whole thing in. Yeah, and there was one more designer. I think he was also working on Build Fighters. I think he might actually be Korean. He at least has a Korean name. He may be Japanese, but like I know the Japanese don't really like to admit it that much. But there are a ton of Korean people over there in their country. They're not as ethnically homogenous as they like to think they are. Okay. I guess it wouldn't really make sense to shade it that way, and let's just keep going. Okay, nearly done. Yeah, maybe I should start thinking about eating dinner. Oh yeah, I forgot about Iron-Blooded Orphans. Yeah, like he probably I think Ebikawa worked on IBO as well. I am not very familiar with IBO. I never got to see it, and I didn't really get a lot of time to look at the designs. I watched a few video reviews on the model kits. They seemed pretty cool. There's a couple of suits on there that I just fucking love their color schemes. Like, oh my god. They're very the color schemes are very similar to like my color philosophy. I try to keep things simple, two-toned, basically, like a solid white, and then like just like an accent color and stuff like that. So there are a lot of suits that are, I think it's called the Bale, Gundam Bale. Like that suit is gorgeous, so pretty. Like simple colors but effective. I think I want to fix this. Hold on. Yeah, and there are a lot of just interesting concepts in Double O, because that shows it's all fucking melee beasting, like just like a completely different like design philosophy. So I really appreciate they kind of they went out on a limb and tried to do something different. So that was cool. Yeah, some of the designs are hideous though. there's this like I don't even know what it is. It's like this maroon pink mobile suit with like leopard eyes, and it transforms into like a slidey tank with cannons. Like I don't know. It just looks hideous and goofy. I'm just not really into it. Okay. Okay. I think we're done with shading level 1. Cool. Let's turn our shit back on. Here's our backpack. Alright, let's turn our shit back on. Actually, let's do this backwards. Okay, upper body, lower body. Okay, back armor. Actually, Yeah. Did you guys ever get to see that? Anyway, there's the back armor pieces. Okay, upper body, lower armor, upper armor, hand and signature. Okay. Let's grab the shadow right there. Okay, and oh no, hold on. Let me grab that. Okay, so what we're gonna do right here. Well, I need to turn this shit back off. Okay, so there's just the backpack. Edit, copy, merged. Ugh, why did it fucking do that? That's so annoying. Okay, let me get this lined up real fast. Okay, I think this is as accurate as we're gonna get it. Okay, so we're gonna put this below the backpack. Okay, we're gonna call this backpack shadow. Okay, and we're gonna do the same shit as before. Now to make the shadow for the backpack. Okay, we have our brush. Let's up the brush size. Like 700. Oh shit. Oh no, yeah, we need to turn this off. Hold on. Okay, there we go. Okay, let's unlock transparent pixels. Okay, and we're gonna do a Gaussian blur. Oh, I guess it's like right here. But yeah, I need 26. I can't even really see that. There we go. Okay, let's turn all of our shit back on. Back. Okay, and I guess we want to decrease the opacity on this layer. 60. 54. Yeah, that looks cool. Okay, that's shading level 1. That was horrific. It took 3 hours. Like just to do the upper body armor and the backpack. But you know, the backpack's crazy complicated. Okay, let's take a snapshot of this and share it to Discord. Okay, copy merged. Okay, alright, sorry about that. Okay, Chief says, oh, the G3 looking suit. I'm not sure. Does it look like a G3? Let's just look for it. It's it's white and blue. It has gold swords. Yeah, this guy. Yeah, the foot design is kind of fucking weird, but like, I just like the colors, the simple color scheme. The blue accents it really well. It might need more colors here on its pelvis like portion, but like, yeah, I really like this design. Yeah, and there's another one that uses fencing swords. Like, I don't know which one that is, but that one looks really cool too. She says he's gonna try to sneak the Lucy drawing to a printer somewhere. Like, you're just trying to print it out for yourself, or you're just trying to print it out and leave it there to try to confuse somebody. I don't know, Chief. That's kind of creepy. Okay. Alright, so we're at 3 hours for the stream. Like, we have a few options from here. Like, I could stop the stream and go have dinner. I'm technically not hungry yet. I suppose I should just eat, like, on a schedule, because, you know, it's not good for you to eat too late in the evening. Or we could just keep going with shading, because there's another level of shading, like, we can do. But, hold on a second. There's a thing we gotta do. Yeah, so, oh, you gotta scan it in. Yeah, do you have scanners on your campus? Anyway, I'm gonna do this thing real fast. Hold on. Yeah, just let me know what you guys want me to do. We can keep going with the stream, or we can stop for now, and you guys can see the results later. But yeah, we're gonna do another level of shading and all that type of shit. Okay, upper armor off, lower armor off. Okay, lower body. Oh yeah, you turn off the back. Okay, upper body. Core. Okay, so this is just the unarmored section. So we're gonna do that. Copy merged. Put that right here. Fucking damn it. Why does it do that? Here. That looks like it's about as accurate as we can get it. Okay. Oh Lord. Oh no, I fucked up. Oh no. Oh no. I fucked up. I forgot to turn off the front skirt. Shit. Oh, I'm so annoyed. Okay, now it's right. Hold on. Oh no, not that one. Jesus, I must be confusing the shit out of you guys right now. Edit. Copy merged. Ah, why is it fucking doing that? Okay. I think I got it right that time. Okay. Okay, fuselage, shadow, unarmored. Okay, same shit as before. There's our brush. I should really be using the shortcuts more often than I'm using my mouse. Okay. Okay, let's apply our Gaussian blur. Oh shit. I guess that technically works, whatever. Oops. that a little too dark? Yeah, that's about right. Okay, cool. Alright, that's what it looks like without armor. Okay, alright, hold on, let me check some messages right here. Alright guys, here's what we're gonna do is, let me turn all this shit back on. Upper body. Okay, that's everything. Oh no, I forgot the skirt because I'm an idiot. There. Okay, let's turn the signature back on. Okay, so I'm gonna go on a little bit of a break. Just give me a split second and I will be right back. Okay guys, here's what I think I'm gonna do. Yeah, I think I'm gonna stop the stream right here. And I guess I'm gonna go eat dinner and just do human stuff for a little while. And yeah, there's still a bit more progress that we can do. I think I can actually finish most of this like today, at least before I go to bed. So here are the next parts we need to do. We need to do shading level 2, which means for the white parts and the blue parts and the gold parts, I guess some of the lenses, we can go do one more level of shading just to add more depth to the shading, just to make it a bit darker. That will make the piece look a little more deep. and we can do a level of highlights. I'm probably just gonna highlight the blues and the golds, nothing else. I want this thing to look as matte as possible. There wasn't a lot of shiny stuff in Gundam Wing. Like, it tended to use a very matte color palette, which I really appreciated about that. I don't want to mess that up. And let's see, after that I need to do effects. Like, we're gonna probably do some lens flashing effects on the lenses here, and we're gonna do some glow effects on the gold, and I think after that we're pretty much gonna be done. So like I think I should be able to do all of that tonight, if not tomorrow. You know, I still have tomorrow, and then the piece will be done. So I will, at that point, I'll, instead of publishing it right away, I'll probably just sit on it and just kind of try to eyeball any mistakes that I made. Just to see if there's anything I can fix, and then at that point I'll publish it out to like my various places, and then I'll also what else, like I guess I can print t-shirts and that type of stuff. Like, also I'll open my merch store and add shit to it. So, you know, we'll have this on here for art prints. I'll do a transparent version for t-shirts. You know, I'll just turn off this layer. I guess I'll turn off the date and signature as well. So we'll have that for t-shirts and shit, and I'll have my other artwork on there too. Let's see how much trouble we get with the copyright gods and shit. But yeah, so for the rest of the stuff, I don't know if I'll live stream it. Like, if you guys want to see it, just message me and I'll start up another live stream. But you know, it's gonna be late in the evening. Everyone's gonna be off, busy doing shit. But yeah, we're almost done with this thing. So yeah, we're in the home stretch. But yeah, I'm glad you guys were here. It was pretty fun talking to you. But yeah, I think we're good for now. So thanks for coming by. Had a lot of fun, and yeah, I'll do another time lapse so you guys can see this process as well. But yeah, that's gonna be it for now. We're gonna stop the stream. Thanks for coming around, guys. We'll see you next time.